Alright, y'all, it's getting even worse. We've been telling y'all that things was going to get worse and worse. To prepare. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, y'all, so this is the article that I'm talking about. And this is what was said. Then I have a video that I want to show y'all after this. Okay? So it warns that you need to prepare for a second pandemic. Alright? We see that.
Most of America has moved on from the pandemic and life returns to normal. President Biden is alarming people with talk of yet another one. Biden, we aren't going back, and even the liberals are ready to let go. Washington Post reportedly the latest company to crack down on staff who are refusing a return to the office. Okay, so I remember, Greg, that I think it was Fauci in 2017, in a speech he was giving, predicted that there would be a pandemic. Now we've got Biden predicting there's going to be yet another pandemic. And then he talks about money. Is this all about putting money in big pharma, or what is this about?
I think you hit the nail on the head, that he's actually talking about the future, which I get, but it's really about the past. Like, how do you prevent something from happening? You look at how it started in the first place. Bring up Fauci, gain of function. Maybe Biden should, he doesn't tell us his actual plans. Why not launch a real practical investigation into the origins of the root causes of COVID? How vital would that be, as opposed to this monstrosity of a hearing that we see every day that is just political theater built on, it's pure political theater, it's for a political aim, it's not for anything else. In this case, this is an aim for all Americans to find out why their loved ones died. We all know people who died from this. And no one's been arrested. There's been I can't believe that at millions that we have done nothing to.
Okay, y'all see that video? Now I understand people got their thoughts, their beliefs, their whatever. But when you sit there and you hold a discussion like this for the world, you're gonna make a lot of people not prepared. Now, I feel like this. If somebody is warning that something is coming or something is going to happen, and you already saw what happened with you already saw what happened with the first pandemic, you know what I'm saying, with 2020, why would you take any risk and be sitting there talking about, as grown people, we don't move past it and we're not going to do it? I understand everybody have their beliefs and everything like that. But my thing is, all that they talking about in that video doesn't matter. And the reason why I say doesn't matter, not in your normal doesn't matter way, it's more in the way of, can you do anything about it? Nope. You ain't got no type of authority to do nothing about it. But instead, you'll be the main one that sits there and talk about, well, you're going to point the blame again. You're going to point the blame again. I done saw so many times where people be saying, oh, but they telling other countries is telling their people to prepare for this. But we ain't telling our country to prepare. Well, what do you think that is? Telling you to prepare, but what do we always do over here? Ain't nothing wrong. Everybody did, well, I ain't gonna say everybody. Most people did it in 2020. Oh, that's just a flu. Oh, that's just this. Until something drastically happened to you or one of your loved ones. That's the same. That may be why things don't be told over here, because people ain't listening anyway. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like that I'm saying this. It is what it is. It's the truth, and I'm gonna tell it. A lot of people don't. They don't listen anyway. You had a lot of people, most of the people that you saw over there in other countries was wearing their masks. Over here, people wanted to go party and everything else. Didn't want to, my rights. That's all you hear. Even on this channel, when I wear my mask in stores, a lot of people talking about why you got a diaper on your face. Let me tell you something. I done been in crowds, in stores, and everything. I have not, that I know of, because you can be asymptomatic, that I know of. I have not contracted COVID that I know of. When it first started, there was a possibility because I was around somebody before they even shut it, right before they shut it down. I went to a dealership and come to find out the man ended up the next day testing positive for COVID. And I had like a little bit of sickness that evening, that night, but I didn't know, you know, it was like the next day is when they start shutting everything down. So I don't know if that could have been, and I just had a light, I don't know. But I know since the mandate for wearing masks came, my family has been wearing our masks. And I don't care what you say, oh, it don't help, it don't work, or whatever, that's bull. Because I have not had that problem. In 2020, I had to go to the hospital twice. For y'all, if y'all been following, you remember for the GERD flare up. All them people was in there sick and stuff. I did not get COVID. So whatever your beliefs is for the mask, that is your belief. But don't try to downplay nobody else and talk about face. That's so stupid. And now I'm gonna say this. The comments that I get is from a certain group of people about a face diaper. That's so rude and disrespectful, but you bump your gums to talk about everybody else. That's rude and disrespectful. But then people sit up and say, they don't warn us, they don't warn us, they don't warn us. What do you think they've been doing? Well, what do you think this is right now? It's a warning, but how many people gonna pay attention to it? You just saw the video where they had the nerve to sit there and say, we done moved past it and we ain't going back. All right. All right. Don't. But it's people like that that encourage people that ain't nothing. If that man then got up there and if he done got up there and said you need to prepare for a second pandemic, I don't care if you like him or not. Whatever your beliefs are, it ain't gonna hurt you to prepare, because that's your good. That won't be his good. That's gonna be your good. You already see what's going on. You already see it. Everybody can talk about what's going on, but then it can come back and say, let me just go on here and hit this right quick, because I know I'm gonna get it. Well, pray. I understand, and I've said it so many times, I understand. God can make a way for you to have food, but he ain't gonna show you how to eat it. Since everybody that want to get so religious want to say, in the Bible it talks about preparing. Do you know that? While you sitting there commenting, talking about, oh, I'm just gonna pray, I'm not gonna stock up, I'm gonna use my faith. Well, you can't do part of it, you know. You gotta do all of it. In the Bible it talks about preparing. Oh, and let me just go ahead and say this for everybody that want to get religious in a negative way. Why are you some of the ones that say they Christians and stuff is some of the ones that saying, oh, we ain't going back, we ain't doing this, my rights. Well, did you read in the Bible where it say in the last days there's going to be diseases and stuff that they not going to find a cure for? There's going to be things that happens that nobody is going to be able to fix? Okay, I just want to leave it there for those that comes in there in a negative way in my comments and want to be all religious, when it clearly you don't know half of what you're talking about. Because that would be more reasons where the Bible speaks about preparing, and also the end of the days there may be things that people may look to fix that cannot be fixed. So guess what? It leads back down to you need to prepare as much as possible. Now, I don't like to get biblical like that, because I don't like to mix the Bible with other things. But some things have to be said, because come in my comments with all that and it's just ridiculous. All right, everybody is missing the point. No matter what your beliefs are, what your thoughts are, whatever. At the end of the day, you need food and water and supplies to survive. That's what matters. Because you can't do nothing about nobody sending money nowhere. You can't do nothing about, what you don't want to do. That's the problem now. Don't nobody listen over here. Don't nobody listen over here. So, he warned everybody. Something that everybody cry about, you don't get warned about. Other countries get warned to stock up and stuff. Everybody say, oh, but we ain't warning us. Well, you been warned. Let's see how this play out. I'm going to see y'all in the next video if it's God's will. Y'all be safe, okay? Bye.